People deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for watching and tuning back in and all of them things. If you ain't, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and comment and all them things there. But cracking on. Now, under Unai Emery, after a tough start against the two previous reigning Premier League champions in Chelsea and City, it's been going well. And I mean, I share Unai Emery's sentiment in that we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves. And I believe most Arsenal fans, when they're saying, for instance, we've got our Arsenal back or they're excited about winning, I don't think any Arsenal fan thinks we're going to win the Premier League, win everything there. Of course, I'd love it, but I'm pretty sure everybody that supports Arsenal doesn't think we're going to win everything. We're going to win the Tour de France. We're not even in the Champions League and somehow win it. And you can see how a lot of people are waiting on when we go through a bad spell or we lose a game and stuff so they can say typical Arsenal fans getting ahead of themselves or Arsenal full sense of security, etc., etc. What I'm happy about and what I'm sure most logical Arsenal fans are actually happy about is just the sense that you're seeing your team fight, you're seeing grit, you're seeing determination, things that have lost us for many years. Obviously, everybody of any team likes winning football matches. And on one hand, we failed our two big tests against Chelsea and City, and it remains to be seen how we fare against the other top six sides. But on the other hand, the games that many a times people have said Arsenal should win all these games on paper, and 9 times out of 10 we would win the majority. We'd lose a game we didn't expect to, we'll draw where we're not supposed to, we'll lose from winning positions. And to see that we're on a 10-game streak now, 7-8 in the league, we're doing what we need to do. Yeah, goals are I think we're playing very well and confidence is high, and you look at Iwobi, you look at Ozil, you look at everybody, everyone's playing well. But when you look at these convincing scorelines, for instance, and then you look back, the story doesn't always tell, the goals don't always tell the full story. You just look at Cardiff, Leicester to a degree yesterday evening, Watford off the top of my head, even Cardiff, etc., etc. But on the other hand, Fulham as well. But on the other hand, these are games that we were expected to win, and think even Kat Yarabag, these are games that people said we need to win and put a run together, and we've done that. Even we could say Everton as well, but you look at West Ham, Cardiff, Newcastle, Volscar, Everton, Brentford, Watford, Kat Yarabag, Fulham, Leicester. Yeah, many goals have papered through the cracks, painted over the cracks better yet, but we're doing what we need to do. We're scoring goals. If you include own goals, we've got 14 different scorers this season. We've scored the most goals out of the Premier League in the second half of games. We've got in 6 goals scored off the bench. We've got the most subs to come on and score in the Premier League. So on one hand, we could start games a bit better, but it's nice to see that we're leaving half-time with some grit and determination to put results back right. Obviously, Unai Emery, master tactician with all the tactics and stuff, but I'm happy with the lads. Obviously, I'd prefer that if we were doing this in April, May, but so far, so good. It definitely could have been a lot worse. Again, we can still go through a lot, but many Arsenal fans, including myself, thought it'd be a lot harder than this. We've still got many tests, and we've got 3 games in a week this week, but we're doing what we need to do, and we're doing our thing, man. I'm happy to see it, man. I'm happy to see that the players are playing for the shirt, they're playing for the manager. What I like more than any of that, they're playing for them. You can see Iwobi, Ozil, Mustafi. Again, not everybody's playing perfect, but people are playing for themselves. They're putting their pride back in themselves. They don't want to leave the field knowing that they never matched as much work as much as they could, and that's what I really like to see. Obviously, the Wenger ball is still there, and it was fitting that we did it on Le Professor, the great man, Arsene Wenger's birthday. Even if you look at the third goal, 16 touches, 9 passes between Torreira, Leno. I'm sure Xhaka got a touch. Holding was definitely there. Ozil, Laka, Mkhitaryan. I'm sure Guendouzi, not Mkhitaryan, sorry. Guendouzi, there was a few amount of people involved in that individual move. It was a good move from front to back, and it shows what playing out the back we're trying to implement. I'm liking what Unai Emery is doing, man. I trust him with the tactics. I trust him with what he's doing on the side. I mean, we've seen variations of 4-4-2. Yesterday, depending on how you look at it, you could say it was a 4-2-3-1. You could say it was a 4-1-4-1. We've seen 3 at the back. We've seen a bunch of formations. Some haven't had as much success, but we're playing all right, man. And you guys know I'm a big fan of playing different formations, not for the sake of it, just because it makes you unpredictable. I always give this example, how you might see a way of winning against Manchester City could be completely different against how you play Liverpool. How you play Liverpool might be completely different from, I know they're not in the league anymore, but Stoke away. So different games, different systems gets the best out of different players, makes us unpredictable and things like that. So we're doing what we need to do, man. And obviously we've had a bit of luck. I say luck in the sense that when you're playing well and you're fighting, you get a bit of results against you. Because if I'm harsh, if I look back at the Leicester game, which I did last night, watched it again, Probably 2 claims for a penalty, to be fair. One definite for Holding's handball. It would have been harsh. Mkhitaryan was pulling Vardy. Probably an actual decision making in the first, second minute whenever he had an effort. If he finishes that, it's a different story. The same for Maguire's opportunity. So you get a bit of a rub of the green in these incidences. And Mustafi probably could have been booked for bringing down, who was it, Maddison. But we're doing what we need to do, man. Like, we've still got many a test. I want to review this when we've played everyone in the top 6 at least once. But we're doing what we're doing. And in the sense that we've got our Arsenal back, many components that you attribute with Arsenal: fight, grit, determination, pride in the shirt, win, lose or draw. They are back right now. So yeah, man, it's nice to see. And that one thing I like as well, within reason, nobody's really a definite starter, so everybody's got to up their tempo. Look at Ramsey; he was talked up in pre-season. We know the contract stuff, and he's been on the bench for the last 2 games. You've seen Ozil dropped. You've seen Ozil on the flanks. You've seen Ozil excel in the middle where he should be. You've seen Iwobi in and out the side. You've seen Wells get his chance. Oba and Lacazette are firing. You saw him one come off the bench yesterday, and Laka played quite well. So it's so far so good, man. Guendouzi, everybody's good. Maitland-Niles coming back, but the tests still remain, man. So far so good. I'm liking it from Unai Emery, man. He's doing his thing with his Tinkerman tactics and that, man. In Unai Emery we trust, man. But yeah, many tests are coming. Soon come. So yeah. I got nothing more to add, man. Even Bellerin, he's got more assists this year than he did last year. But, guys, DG, I'm out, man. I got nothing more to say. I got more vids to make before I actually get along my day, man. I wake up an hour and a half early just so I can do these things for you. But, guys, DG, I'm out.